Hey everyone. Well, here I am on the final leg of my Sioux Falls recreational loop. This is the final third, right? We've got 2/3 of it done. And in my opinion, this is the absolute best. This is the best. Because this part of it, we get to go through lots of different parks and we get to see lots of greenery and trees, and the river, the Big Sioux River, is over here to the right of me. We'll get to see it. Right now the trees are kind of in the way. It is a Saturday. It is August 8th. And it's about 78 degrees. So we've been having some wonderful weather lately. So the second leg, part 2, yesterday actually is when I rode that. It was very cloudy, so you'll see in that video that things are a little like dimmer and darker than I wanted it to be. But I didn't want to use any artificial post-processing to make it look brighter. I just left it the way it is. It was a cloudy day after all, so you get to see what it's like to ride on a cloudy day. But today it's very, very sunny and beautiful. Clear skies. About 10-mile-an-hour winds. It's beautiful. All right, so park number 1. We are in Yankton Trail Park. This is one that I showed in other videos. This has 21 soccer fields. So it is a giant park, very wide open. In fact, let me slow down a bit. See if I can get this on camera a little bit for you. But you see, it's huge. This goes on and on. So think about it, 21 full-size soccer fields. So during soccer season, this place is packed on a Saturday, but I guess it's over with because here we are on a Saturday and it's about 2 in the afternoon, I think 2:30. There's nobody here, so there you go. So the loop started, or I should say I started the loop at Falls Park in Sioux Falls. And I'm going to end it at Falls Park. So that is our destination today, Falls Park. When we get there, we have completed our loop, 20-mile loop. Each of our rides has been about 6.5 miles. So then I expect this one to be more like 7 miles. Now we are in Tomar Park. So, I'm sorry, Spencer Park. I guess Tomar is next after Spencer. So here's Spencer Park. I forgot about Spencer. On your left. Spencer Park is it's known for being a dog park. So up ahead, you'll see a big gated area where there's a lot of dogs. But much like Tut Hill Park, which we're also coming up on soon, there's a lot of dirt trails and stuff on this park or in this park. So if you are into mountain biking or just off-road biking, this is a nice park for that. Tut Hill especially. I shouldn't say mountain biking really. I mean, Tut Hill has what resembles mountain biking because it has hills, and so it makes you think you're on a mountain or whatever. This area here is more like just off-road dirt trail biking. but I'm not going to be doing that. So there is one right up ahead, but I'm going to go ahead and keep going left on the paved road, because this is all about the Sioux Falls Loop after all. So I want to make sure I stay on the paved loop trail. Otherwise, I'm robbing you of the full experience. Well, see, it says Tomar Park. There's Tomar Park. Now we're in Tomar. I'm confused a little bit on that last sign that said Spencer Park, because I was assuming Spencer Park is more up ahead where the dog park is, so I guess I got turned around. I could have sworn that one's called Spencer Park, but we'll see when we get there, right? So here is Tomar Park. Look how beautiful it is, huh? Such a beautiful place. So up here to the left, that is the dog park area. Now I'm going to look at the sign when we go by that, because I always thought that was Spencer Park. But it's strange that way back, that sign way back said Spencer Park, and I think it was a misplaced sign, but I could definitely be wrong, because I believe this is Spencer Park, which comes after Tomar Park. Yeah, see, look at this sign right here. You see the sign? We are now in Spencer Park. So, I don't know where that sign came from. But I didn't want anybody to get all mixed up if they're watching this video to think it goes Yankton Trail Park and then Spencer Park. That's not correct. It goes Yankton Trail Park, then Tomar Park, then Spencer Park, which we're in right now, which is mostly a dog park. And then after this, it'll be Tut Hill Park, which we're actually in Tut Hill Park right now. And if you haven't seen Tut Hill Park or don't know about it, it has a really beautiful park, like not a park, I'm sorry, like a garden area, really beautiful garden area. It has this historic house there called the Tut Hill House. There's a gazebo there with the garden that's beautiful. I did a video on it, so look for it. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. On your left. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Go to my videos and look for the one about me going to Tut Hill Park, which is over here to the right. That's Tut Hill Park. And that's the Big Sioux River down there. But look for that video. And I show the gardens and the Tuthill House and the gazebo. On your left. Now you might be wondering why we don't hear the cicadas right now. You know, in other like 2 or 3 rides, the last 2 or 3 rides I've talked about cicadas in my other videos. And we get a lot of cicadas buzzing around this time of year. Let me get back to that in a minute. There's people out there on the river just enjoying it. Doesn't that look peaceful? Sorry for pivoting left and right there, but I saw a guy over here on the right, and my head was just naturally going there. Very nice. This is going to be the longest of the 3 videos because I'm really just kind of pedaling slowly, enjoying the ride. It's more beautiful. Oh, anyway, so let's get back to cicadas. So this time of year, all these trees are buzzing with cicada noises, right? But the one thing I never mentioned is that cicadas require a minimum of 72 degrees Fahrenheit, a minimum, on your left, in order to make the vibration noises that you hear. So if they're in those shady trees and it's less than 72 degrees Fahrenheit, they're not going to be buzzing. They just go dead silent. So it gives you a little something else to know about cicadas, and tells you how nice and wonderful the weather is today. It's in the 70s, and in the shade right here, it's probably, 68 degrees or something. Nice statue. Being a Saturday and being such a beautiful day, I'm actually surprised there aren't as many people in the park. I was expecting a lot more than this. The grass is starting to go dormant because we did have a couple of hot weeks where it got into the 90s, and they don't use sprinklers on these at all. It relies on natural moisture from rain, and we haven't had a whole lot of rain in the past couple of weeks. So the grass is, we're in August now, so it's going to start going into dormancy, or it already might have started going into dormancy. It might perk up again if we got a big dump of rain, not sure. But yeah, it's a little yellow, isn't it? Kind of typical in the summer out here in Sioux Falls. Now we're in Paisley Park, or Pasley Park, however you want to pronounce it. It's probably pronounced Paisley. We have 3.5 more miles to go till we get to Falls Park. 3.5 miles. So now the Big Sioux River's on our left, that way. So this is the 4th park that I've ridden through already. That's why I was saying there's a lot of parks here. Yeah, that's why it's my favorite ride, my favorite part of the loop. Most of the time when I'm riding my bike, I go out here into this area. Why wouldn't I, On your left. Do I choose long straightaways with open fields and nothing else? Or do I choose beautiful green shady areas? On your left. With more people around. It's nice having people around. On your left. It's nice to see kids riding the trail too. Helicopter flying over. See the road to the right is all, you can see it has a lot of, has a lot of Sioux quartzite in it. That's why it's pink. And I've mentioned in other videos that Sioux quartzite is a very common quartzite rock that's here in Sioux Falls. And I don't think you can get it anywhere else. So when you're in Sioux Falls, you'll see pink roads. You'll see pink roads and the sidewalks will look kind of pink. Even right here, you can see it underneath the asphalt coating, it's pink. I don't know if that picks up on camera or not. So here's park number 5, Rotary Park. Very nice place. Up ahead, Rotary Park has a nice little turnout where I can look at the river, get a good view. I'll show you guys. Go over this. All right, so if we go off here, benefits of having a off-road bike. There's a nice view of the river. So that's the Big Sioux River. And there it is that way. It's flowing nicely today. We haven't had much rain in a while though, like I was saying, so usually it's a little bit higher and flowing faster. We'll see. Later tonight and all day tomorrow and Monday, I think it gets up to 30 or 40% chance of scattered thunderstorms. And a lot of times those bring rain as well, so we'll see if it happens and we'll see if it rains. Now this is Riverdale Park. Here's park number 6. Riverdale Park. Two and a half miles until we get to Falls Park. 2.5 miles. Goes fast. I've already ridden 4 miles. Man. On your left. It's funny, like some people, yeah, really just telling people you're on their left is just so they know you're on the left, so they don't walk in front of you or something. But every now and then I'll say on your left, or ring my bell, and the people move over like all the way to the right. like it scares them or something. It's really more of a heads up. It's meant to say, hey, don't go over to the left, don't horse around or whatever. You know, I'm coming up behind you. That's all it is. Okay. This sign coming up, I think, is going to tell us we've got another half mile. So it'll probably say 2 miles left. Yep, 2 mile mark. On your left. So now we're in Cherry Rock Park. That's park number 7. Cherry Rock Park. Sioux Falls has 80 parks. 80. Isn't that crazy? And just right here on the trail system, I don't know what the total number is on the trail system, but it's a lot. I mean, we've already gone through 7 of them. But the city's huge, so there's parks scattered all over the place. She's got a little doggo on her back. That's funny. Her dog was riding with her. Papoose style. Isn't this beautiful? Oh, looks like there's a train on the right of us here. The active train track. So this is really a rail with trail. This part of the trail goes along train tracks, and even the other part where we're on that long straightaway heading south, that goes right along train tracks too, and going north goes along train tracks. So you can kind of say that this whole system is a rail with trail. Hello. Nelson Greenway. So this is called the Nelson Greenway. Not really a park per se, but they call it a greenway. So it's just all this green area that we're going through. Probably named after whoever donated the money to make it happen, to plant trees and keep everything green and nice. Except for, you know, garbage, like someone left a blanket on the ground over there. Hello. On your left. You've probably noticed some broken trees around here. We had a big storm about, I want to say 2 Saturdays ago. Came through at night, and it was just a big wall of wind that hit us at about 80 miles per hour for a good 45 minutes to an hour long. And there were gusts of over 100. And so a lot of trees got blown down and branches got snapped off. And so you'll see things like over here that were repairs, or not repairs, but where they just cut it all apart and took it away because it probably fell down right over the path. these giant oak trees. They're hard to blow down, but their branches will snap off with a big wind, and they can be huge branches. I have silver maple trees in front of my house, and they're kind of brittle, so I get branches snapping off that thing even in like 40, 50 mile an hour wind. But they are pretty. Okay, right now we're in downtown Sioux Falls. So you see all the buildings and everything. This is the city. And this is the actual city in regards to where all the commerce, all the business, all the not all, but most of the restaurants and entertainment and everything's here in this part of the city. Lots of things like hotels, motels. And this is where our landmark is, which is the Arc of Dreams. So the Arc of Dreams is the Sioux Falls landmark, and there it is. That's the Arc of Dreams. Isn't that nice? A lot of people coming the other way. And I don't think they're going to slow down. They're doing some work over here. I think they're going to build a statue or something. On your left. Isn't that beautiful? Some geese out there. Another nice view. Let's see if you can see the airplane on the camera. I'm not sure. We're almost to our destination. So that building over there, that reddish building that's really big back there, that's the prison. So we saw the prison on the first part of this, part one. So that's the prison up there on that hill, way back there. Okay, hop over here. Oh, well, this is our destination, Falls Park. But we haven't actually finished the loop yet. I'm going to take us back to exactly where I started the ride and close up the loop. So Falls Park is, it has tiered waterfalls, and it's where Sioux Falls got its name. So it's named after these falls. And they built a big park around it called Falls Park. It's a beautiful park, very well maintained. I'll show you the waterfall before I close out this video. So we will get there in a little bit. We have almost hit our end here. On your left. Thank you. Well, if you remember, part one started right here where the sign is. This is where part one started. That was right here. And I stopped and we took a look at the river. There we go. That's the end of the whole loop. So if you rode the entire loop in one day, that's what you can expect. Now, it took me about 30 minutes. Well, I'd say 26 to 30 minutes each of the thirds. So you can expect about an hour and a half to do it. Hey guys. But I'm not going to finish it like that. I'm going to show you the falls. And that's where we will finish the video. So that's why this one's a little bit longer than the others. This is going over 30 minutes, I'm sure. But let's look at the falls, shall we? So there's the Falls Cafe, or the Overlook Cafe. So that's a little food place there. You can get some food and drink. Nice little bridge, nice walking bridge. And there is the tower. So there's the tower. You can get up there and get a really good view of the falls. And this place is open. You can just walk around. You can walk up and down on the rocks. There's no really, the only railing is on the really high parts so you don't fall in and kill yourself. But on the low parts, you can walk all over this place. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? We're gonna go right over here. There you go. Well, that's it. That concludes our full loop of the Sioux Falls Recreational Trail, or what they call the Greenway loop. That ends part 3. That ends the whole ride. So thanks everybody. I'll catch you on the next one, and make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy these kinds of videos. All right. Thanks everyone.